this video, we're going to show you actions within the interaction menu in Foxtrot RPA. So the first thing we're going to do is click on the interaction tab to the left, and we're going to show you the different prompts in the interaction tab that we have here. So we're going to use this to populate variables to then send those variables to a field. So the first one we're going to choose is prompt. So here we're going to enter in the title for our prompt, and we'll just name it Google search words. And the message is going to say, please enter what you would like to search about. And then there's going to be a city attached to it as well. So we're going to save it as a text, and we're going to save the input into a variable. So we'll go into variables and create a variable, and we'll just call it Google search. So we'll click OK. Tell Foxtrot that that's where we want to save our information. And then we'll make a notation down at the bottom that this action is going to ask the user for Google search words. So now we created that action. So once we do that, we're going to go into the interaction tab again and have Foxtrot ask us a question. So here's where you're going to type in your question of what you want Foxtrot to ask the user that's on the workstation. So we're going to say, what city would you like to search for? Now on the bottom, we have answers that come in Foxtrot, very general and answers that people use on a daily basis. If you don't like any of those or none of those pertain to the question that you're asking, you can click on custom down on the bottom, which is what we're going to do. And we're going to put in different cities here that will be different answers to our question. So these will create unique answers for us. Now, what we're going to do after we make that answer is we're going to save those cities to a variable as well. So we'll come over and we'll create another variable, and we'll call it cities. And then we'll choose that that's where we want our variable to be saved. And we'll make a notation on the bottom that this action is asking the user what city they would like to search for. So we'll click OK, and that's going to create our action in Foxtrot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to target the actual search bar in Google, and we're going to send a value to it that's going to pair both of those variables together. So we're going to go to our variables tab, and we're going to click the Google search words, and then down the bottom you'll see me add a space and then add the city. So now the data that's going to get sent to that is going to be the Google search words plus the city. And then of course we're going to make our notation in this action that this is going to be what's going to be searched in Google. So then that value will get sent to our field, and then we'll click on the Google search tab, do the click action and bypass, and make our notation. So now when we go through and run this script, we'll rewind it back to the beginning, and when we click play, Foxtrot will put the prompt up there that says, please what you want to search for. So we're going to put in how the weather is in, and then we'll add our variable for the city. So Foxtrot says, what city would you like to search for? We click on the city and it saves it to the variable, and then it's going to send in how is the weather in Beijing and click search, which will give us our final Google search. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for more videos.